Hi, I'm Mike Roberts. I'm here today representing Save the Graves. Save the Graves is a California nonprofit here in El Dorado County that does cemetery restoration. We do a number of events and activities throughout the year. Some are volunteer work days, some are just fun social events. But our flagship event is every October, and it's also called Save the Graves. And it's a theatrical event, a kind of large-scale theatrical event where skilled actors portray notable figures in local history. This year we're featuring the Blair family. We've got 11 different Blair characters we'll be presenting, and 5 of those will actually be played by their descendants. So we've got people playing their great-great-grandmother, for example. There'll be over 50 Blair family members from around the country converging on Placerville for the event. So we've inadvertently created a family reunion, except it's more of a union than a reunion, because a lot of these people never even met each other and didn't know they existed. And so they're coming together at our event on October 21st, and hope you can make it. The proceeds all go to El Dorado County Cemetery Restoration.
Hi, I'm Marianne Harper, and I am the current president of Marguerite Parlor number 12 of the Native Daughters of the Golden West. And our main goal and purpose is to preserve history within our county. And that is history of events like the wagon train and history of buildings, and to try to preserve historical items before they're torn down and lost forever. And one of the, the main and only requirement to be a member is you have to have been born in the state of California, hence Native Daughters of the Golden West. And one of our logos is the poppy. The poppy, the lupin, and the quail. And our parlor meets on the first Tuesday of every month at the El Dorado Community Church in the town of El Dorado. And it's on Church Street, which is all easy to remember. We meet at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right, well, I'm here with several organizations. The Fountain and Tolman Museum, which is right on Main Street. It's the smallest historical museum in the West, and it's a great little visit when you come to Placerville. I'm also here with the El Dorado County Historical Society, and also here supporting the 1848 Association, which has taken over the building here at 1515 Main Street, former WPA post office, which is now being converted into a event facility. And several organizations are here today with a bent towards history, and you can find information, other people that are interested in the things that you're interested in, whether it's genealogy or graves or all sorts of events. And we just want to make people aware that there's a lot of history here in El Dorado County, and we'd love to have you come explore that history.
So the Lake Tahoe Historical Society was formed 55 years ago, and we operate the Lake Tahoe History Museum in South Lake Tahoe. And it's a small but mighty group and a small but mighty museum. It's packed full of interesting artifacts, photos, we show movies. We celebrate everything that there is with Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe, the people that came over to get gold in 1849, and the people 10 years later who came through town to get silver and the Comstock. So make sure you stop by and enjoy our museum just as much as we do.
The organization started, and the lady lived in Tahoe, and her name was Grace Becker. And she had gotten all kinds of books and everything and donated them to the museum, not the museum, the county library. And she found out they were not taking care of the books. So one day she went in with a group of people, you couldn't do that nowadays, went in with a group of people, said, you guys are not taking and not logging the books properly. I'm taking them over to the library in the church. And that's the Roots and Gold, that's where we still have our meetings there. And it's the Mormon church, LDS church. We study genealogy from wherever you come from on all the different programs, portals and stuff that are on the computer now. Well, when we first started, we usually had to use books. And so now we've come into the big world that we don't have to use books anymore. Because the other people have interpreted them, or at least printed them out so you could get them. And so we still do that. We have members. Right now, what's happened to our group, and I will say this has happened to many of the people's groups, is that your people get, strangely enough, you get 15 years older if you started 15 years ago. And they get to have carry canes that they never used before. But we do study. If somebody comes in with a special name and they want to know something, we try to follow up and find anything we can with them. We tell them the sources to use. We do not do that, although there are a couple of people that will do that, not me. I'll say, you got the tool, I'll show you how to do it, and then I will always help you. But that's what we do.
My name is John Winter. I'm with the Oregon-California Trails Association, referred to as OCTA. I'm the National Preservation Officer for the Oregon-California Trails Association. And our primary mission is to tell the story of the western migration of the mid-19th century and map and mark and preserve the immigrant wagon roads.
We're a local metal detecting group, and we go out and find things in the area and bring them in, show each other, and compete for prizes. If somebody in the community has lost a piece of jewelry or something, we'll come out to your property and try to find it. I've returned several rings and bracelets.
So we train, we serve the public. If somebody needs something found, and we give that a shot, and all of that is volunteer. That's kind of what we do.
Well, the park is, we have a gold mine that people can tour, and that's a self-guided tour. It takes about 20 minutes to go through the mine, and we recommend you doing that first, and then after that we have the stamp mill, which is where they process the ore they got out of the mines using a huge crushing machine, and they get the gold out of it that way. And then we have a working blacksmith 6 or 7 days a week. We have gem panning, which is a lot of fun for kids and adults alike. And we have a nice gift shop that you can shop in with all sorts of things, most of it related to mining and rocks and whatnot.